Hi everyone, my name's Emily and I'm with myclosetrocks.com where we sell pre-authenticated designer fashion at a fraction of retail price. Today I'm going to show you how to authenticate your Prada bag and tell if it is indeed fake or real. As always, get it professionally authenticated, and there'll be some links below with some suggestions for some good companies that you can submit photos to online. So while this video is a good starting point for authentication, it's always good to get a second opinion. All right, so I've got two Prada bags in front of me. I have the fake one, which is this green one right here, and then I have this real one, and they're the Saffiano Leather Lux Totes. And to answer your question, this fake bag came to me from someone that was trying to consign it, and once they figured out it was fake, they didn't want it back, so it's here. It's great because I can compare the terrible characteristics and details of this bag to a real one, so you can tell, kind of the difference of what counterfeit bags look like compared to authentic ones. So if you buy your Prada bag secondhand, sometimes it'll come with a dust bag, authenticity card, whatever. If it does, that's a great place to start in kind of looking at those check marks for authenticity. So let's take a look at the dust bag first. Here is the dust bag for the authentic bag. I do not have a fake one to show you, unfortunately, but this is kind of like a soft flannel, and it's got the Prada logo on it. Some of them are more silky feeling, and then some of them also are black, so they kind of differ a little bit, but you always want to make sure that the Prada logo is indeed on the bag and that there is a made in tag as well. So there should be a tag in here that says the fabric or material, at least for this one, and then made in Italy. Okay, your bag should also come with a care booklet or authenticity card, and usually has like a little envelope with it. So first I'm going to show you what the envelope looks like for the authenticity card, and it's got black embossing on it, and it says Prada. So the authenticity card is a white card, and it looks like a credit card. It's got the logo on the front. On the back of this card, it's going to have the date of purchase, as well as the shop that you purchased it from. It's going to have the material and the color. And if the date is not stamped on there, don't freak out, because sometimes they forget to stamp the date of when you bought it. It might, be a sales associate stamping it and they just forget. So not a deal breaker, but definitely helpful to have. Okay, so now that we've gone over the accessories, let's look at the logos. They are the kind of leather triangles, and they should be stitched all the way around. And the logo font should be very evenly spaced. It should be very flat at the top. There should be no crooked letters or anything like that. And it's really easy to see on this bag that it is just a mess, that everything is crooked, and it just, it doesn't look good. And depending on the year and style of bag, the R may have an indent in it and may not. Some counterfeit manufacturers will, super exaggerate this or not include it at all. So that's not a telltale sign, because I've seen bags both ways, but it's helpful to make sure that the font is indeed correct. The leather on the logo plaque should also match the color of the rest of the bag. Now we can look at the stitching at the top of the bag. It's going to be slightly angled, just slightly. And this is something hard to reproduce. So on this fake one, you can see it's just all straight stitching, and it's super sloppy, and yeah, very easy to tell. The handles, make sure that the seams or the little stitches are facing inwards on both the handles. I have seen counterfeit ones where one of the handles is facing outwards at the seam. That just looks terrible, and that's why Prada doesn't do it. So let's look at the interior of the bag. This one has a fabric interior, and this one as well. So you notice right away that the fabric color in the interior of this real bag matches the leather. On the fake bag, you'll see they use kind of like a champagne color, and it actually should match this leather, this kind of green color. Now, if you look at the hardware on the bag, it should all be the same color. If you have a gold logo right here, it should be gold in the rest of the bag. And it should be branded, it should be capital letters, it should be bold and clear, easy to read. The hardware also should be high quality. I know that can be kind of hard to tell sometimes, but on this fake bag, it's kind of like an in-between gold and silver, and usually on Prada, it's either gold or silver, and it's kind of like really light, and it discolors easily, whereas the real Prada bag has kind of like heavier hardware, and you can kind of tell it's it's high quality for sure. Now, if we look at the zipper, and you can look underneath the zipper, Prada uses quite a few different zipper brands, and here they are. Now, if we look inside the bag, that is the place for you to find a couple of different things, a couple of really good determining factors for authenticity. The first one is a logo plaque, or it might be embossed if it's a leather interior. It kind of depends. But for these fabric interior bags, there is a Prada Milano plaque, and it is black and gold, so it matches the colors of the bag. The fake one is this ugly leather tag that just has Prada Milano on it. It is not correct in the least. This doesn't look like anything I've ever seen on a Prada bag. So if your bag is older, it may have a plaque that has 3 lines that says Prada Milano made in Italy. The newer ones only have 2 lines, and they'll say Prada made in Italy or Prada Milano. So because this only says Prada Milano, I want to find out exactly where this bag was made. So I need to find a made in Italy tag. So it's a little hard to find, but it's going to be on a seam in the bag. So in this case, it's in the back portion right here at the top. So this doesn't have a made in Italy tag in it because it is such a terrible fake. So here is a picture of a fake bag that I had in my possession years ago. I did a video before. It was pretty terrible. All right, next, there is going to be a little white tag, which is a quality assurance tag, which has the factory number on it. So this is also really hidden, but it's usually in one of the pockets. So like in this case, it's gonna be back here, and it's in the bottom corner. So you guys gotta take out this pocket and really look. And here it is. So it's a little white tag, and usually has 2 to 3 numbers. It may have 2 lines. Sometimes there's 2 numbers on top and 2 numbers on the bottom, or sometimes even a letter. It really depends. So just kind of be wary of that they kind of, the factory numbers kind of differ a little bit in terms of characters. However, just really quick, I wanted to mention, if you do have just a like wallet on chain that doesn't have a fabric interior, it should still have a number printed, but it's not going to have that same tag. But again, you just want to make sure it has some type of number, and in this case, it's going to be printed or debossed on the leather. A quick little side note is that I have had authentic Prada bags made in India, so just keep that in mind. I don't know the extent of different countries that they will get materials from or where they are made, but I've only seen Italy and India, and in 5 years, I've only seen one made in India. So just make sure you guys get your bag professionally authenticated, because there are so many good fakes out there. I hope you guys found this helpful, and thank you for watching. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I will be posting more frequent authentication videos coming up soon. And if you guys have any tips or any corrections, please leave them in the comments below. We're always learning here. Thanks again.